when you have to poop.
Yo, guys. Yo.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to the Three Grandmas podcast. I'm spitting fire right now. We are coming to you from Kalgoorlie,
Parts
Western
unknown.
Australia.
Oh,
Where else are we coming from?
Kalooga, what? What the fuck? Are you stroking out? What's going on with you?
Kalgoorlie.
Why do you have
Western
such silly
Australia.
names over there? Why don't you do something about the
Excuse me,
Mabooli Baboola?
that is traditional Aboriginal language. Excuse me. Get out of here. That's
we
very
don't do
Prag.
what the Cherokees say here.
We do because we have more respect, I suppose.
ooh.
We do. Listen, there's a lot of great cities in the United States named after indigenous persons, and I salute them.
Milwaukee.
I mean,
Milwaukee.
Pontiac. How about Michigan? Milwaukee's an Indian name. It's definitely
Saginaw.
We got
Saginaw. Let's just list them all.
Yeah,
let's go through every indigenous. All right.
We got Wagga Wagga. We've got.
Don't kid me with the Wagga Wagga. Now I know you're just making things up.
That's a crazy one.
With the Billabong and the Wagga Wagga.
It's a banger, dude. What a good name.
Yeah, it is. I do like it.
Yeah, Kalgoorlie is my hometown.
Sounds like an Australian Jedi, Kalgoorlie.
It does. Holy shit.
Oh, dude, Australian Jedi.
Kalgoorlie. Oh my god.
Let's remake Star Wars as an from the Australian perspective. Like all 9 films, but like if it was made by Australians.
Can we just have a movie that's set on a planet and everyone just has Australian accents? Like that's
Australia.
It's like Borderlands pre-sequel.
I would love to work on that with you, JC.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. I'd love that. And they all speak the slang, like fucking Jedi cunts. I swear to God.
I'm going to put one up in you there, Darth Vader. What do you think if I put one up in you there, mate?
My God.
Yeah.
You're about a cow paddock, you're going to find a dairy, and then you're going to find a lightsaber, mate. It's an electric sword.
You're going to find a lightsaber, mate.
Yeah, it's a liquid sword.
So recently there's been a lot of buzz about a movie called The Substance. It's kind of taken the world by storm as of recent. It's by a female director of the name Coralie Fargeat. She's
Bonjour.
One of the I think one of the most interesting distinct parts of The Substance is the way that he uses color. Very like vivid, vibrant colors. And by pure happenstance, I had actually seen her first film, and no one else had before The Substance came out. So
Which is this one?
Oh, you did see this?
Yes, I had seen this. Yeah, I saw it in 2017 when it came out. I remember seeing a trailer and going, "What the fuck was that? I gotta watch that." And I guess I discovered Coralie Fargeat before it was cool.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
Yeah, one of those guys.
Hipsters
I'm planting my flag on the Coralie Fargeat discovery.
You guys like her now? She's popular. I'm old school.
I'm off that shit.
Yeah,
and I even like this movie better than The Substance. So let's.
I agree.
Substance
I agree with you there.
Didn't get an Oscar snubbed.
It did. No, it got Best Picture. It got a nomination.
What?
For Best Picture, yeah.
No, it didn't.
It did. Yeah.
Oh, there's something wrong in Hollywood because that is not a Best Picture. I thought that was an ad for QAnon. Because I feel like the subtext was all about like the fucking adrenochrome, right? I thought that was what they were trying to say. It was all right-wing Hollywood actors in it. Like everyone who was in it was like someone who was a Republican in Hollywood.
What's his name?
Everybody in it. Everybody in it is a donor.
Who's the guy that played Reagan in that recent biopic?
Yes, that guy. And he's been on Rogan recently talking about how much he loves fucking tax cuts. So you know what I'm talking about?
Dennis Quaid, that's the one.
So I'm like,
nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah, but from what I've heard behind the scenes, he kind of got swindled into being in the film. Like he didn't realize that it would be like that film. I don't think that film is Republican at all, Prag.
I felt like it was retelling the adrenochrome narrative for sure because it's the whole like all aged Hollywood actors.
Wait,
and
are you guys talking about the same movie?
Yeah, The Substance. Yeah, I thought
the Substance. I'm talking about The Substance. Like because she goes to the alley and like they don't know the source of it and they inject it. Oh, you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it. Yeah.
No, I thought it was more about like
but it's been out for a long time.
And stuff. Like
you should see it.
I thought
it was very graphically interesting. Like, I think I really like her artistic eye. I really enjoyed the use of light. Like, we'll get into all that stuff, but I think I thought it was a beautiful movie. This movie,
there's
to look at, everybody was beautiful. The way it was shot, the light, and just the setting.
Are you talking about
the light from the desert?
Revenge?
I'm talking about Revenge.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was going to say,
that was an interesting thing, and I like her practical effects stuff that she does. Like, she did that a lot in this movie, but she did it in that movie too. And so I can see the concurrent thing. And it could just be my fucking projection too about the
go time.
I just want to say something before we get into the movie. In conspiracy theorists talk, there's a thing where it's like, oh, they're doing stuff out in the open in front of you. They're hiding it in plain sight. So to piggyback onto the adrenochrome thing, Monsters Inc. is actually about adrenochrome.
I knew it. God damn it, I knew it.
Wow,
pretty crazy.
Disney.
Pretty crazy.
Fucking awesome.
Right in front of our eyes the entire time.
I've been telling people that for a long time, and nobody's like,
they're just waiting to like pop that on us, you know.
100%,
they're removing the gay kisses now. Can't do that anymore. You know that, right?
I didn't know that.
I'm against removing any kisses.
Yeah,
we need more kisses, not
more
less.
kisses. Yeah.
There was a like a Disney short film that had like a trans subtext. And
I heard Asmund Gold bitching about that for 4 hours one morning. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, idiot! Shut the fuck up. Get your teeth fixed, Asmund Gold. Your rotting fucking teeth.
Clean your apartment.
He told his chat one day that his teeth had a cavity. He had a cavity so bad that he would have to dig food out of his tooth, and he never got it fixed.
Crazy, dude.
I'm like, what is the stink from your mouth?
He's a millionaire.
And he's a
like,
multi-millionaire.
Mention and
just go to the fucking dentist and get your teeth cleaned twice a year. It's not that fucking hard, dog.
Crazy. So today we're talking about Coralie Fargeat's first film, Revenge. Are you tell an Asmongold to call you or Matilda Lutz?
I want a collab. I still want a collab.
I thought you were talking to Matilda Lutz, who's hanging on a tree behind time.
Matilda Lutz was a star in this movie, bro. She had such wonderful face acting and stuff. Like,
I thought you were just gonna say face and leave it at that. She's such
no. So I love seeing a European actress or actor sometimes because they like approach acting differently and like they make different choices, right? Like I feel like an American actress would have like played it differently, but just like, you know, it's like she's really talented. And I started to look for other movies that she was in after that because I think she's like
really
very
good,
talented, very talented. All the actors were great.
I thought the whole cast killed it in this film. Especially the really creepy dude, the what's his name?
Should we show the trailer for this?
Yeah, I'd love for you to bring up the trailer. Bring up
All
some
right,
clips.
let me remember how to do this over here.
It's a pretty visually. I think this film is just.
I think people have to understand what we're talking. I know a lot of people haven't seen this, so
viewers at home, please just go to YouTube and watch the trailer yourself.
Meaning Flame Princess and maybe if Dark is lurking, I don't know.
Showing the trailer never works, never translates properly.
What do you mean?
It cuts out like crazy when we start talking.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just try to watch it without talking, and then we'll just show it, and let me see what happens.
At least get
let me see. Let me hold on. Share screen.
I'll talk about the cast and why I have a huge problem with each and every one of them.
Okay, go time.
Except for the fat guy.
Hold on. Hold on. Let's just watch the trailer, and then we'll fucking take it apart.
It is an unusual
that,
critique.
and then like that, and then like that. Is that good?
Yeah.
Can everyone see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, now. This is also a test to see if my shit will buffer like it was during Ghost Monsters Live, where I almost threw my fucking computer in the
like when we were trying to watch Anders short film and it.
Yeah, what the fuck was going on?
Well,
all right, here we go.
So bad.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Turn the sound off.
Huh?
Turn the sound off.
Off?
It is on.
No, off. Turn it off.
No, I'm trying. I want the folks to see the trailer as it was presented, right?
Okay. I thought we were going to talk over it, but yeah,
well, it's only a minute, and then we can talk about it.
Just play it.
I'm trying. You guys are so persnickety. There's my girl. Fucking cooks that lollipop, bro.
Is this a Red Band trailer?
No, I don't think so.
It's just YouTube.
Stan Dimitri, my associate.
The guy on the right, Stan. Oh my god. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, Coralie Fargeat. Some of these taglines are pretty cringe, but
yeah, that's just marketing. It's a good trailer. Gives away a lot, but trailers do that.
Women always have to put up a fight.
that's the final shot. Spoilers. Spoilers. That's the final
But
shot.
you don't know.
The final shot of the movie.
Yeah, but if
in
you
the
see the
trailer.
trailer, you don't know it's the final shot, right?
I know. It's the final shot of the trailer. Spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen Revenge.
But now people have some idea what we're talking about, and by people I mean whoever the one person is who's watching. Probably me on my iPad.
So this is a movie about a woman who is she's on a lovely holiday with her Italian boyfriend.
No.
And she's from LA.
Is that her boyfriend, or is that her? Is she like getting paid to be there?
She's mistress.
No, she's not being paid
guma.
to be there, but she's a mistress.
The guma.
And yeah,
And is he French or Italian?
Italian. He's Italian. The actor is Belgian, believe it or not.
I thought they were speaking French during.
Yeah,
that.
they're speaking French too.
No, they definitely speak. I thought they were speaking Italian.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, Coralie Fargeat is French, so maybe they are speaking French. But
Yeah, I thought they were speaking French.
I know that the actress is Italian.
Okay, because
She was born in Milan.
when I was putting the subtitles on, it was like Italian force. So whenever Italians
It's a
speak,
little bit though.
yeah,
right? It's mostly English.
I thought they were Italian, but
It doesn't
if
matter.
they're French. They're French. Coralie Fargeat is French.
6 of one, half dozen of another.
Regardless, it doesn't matter. Matilda Lutz is American in this. She's from LA. And obviously he's taken her on a nice holiday, and his buddies show up a day early for their hunting trip that she wasn't meant to be there for.
And he's a politician too, right?
Yeah. It sounds like it, yeah.
That's what I was reading. It claims. That's why he wants to cover it up so badly.
And they cause her some... I want to say they cause her some tremendous pain, or at least standards. And basically she's thrown off into the wild and has to fight her way back, I guess.
Realism.
It's a story
JC?
of revenge, obviously.
Okay, so what JC is saying is that they
connect,
flew
make sure
her
you understand
in,
what you're doing.
homeboy went to do some business, and then these two bad guys, one of them rapes her, and then the other guy watches, right?
He doesn't watch. He walks away.
He watched. Well, I mean, he lets it happen, and he just like covers it up.
Yeah,
and then she gets fucking. How do you feel about this? Is going to be a challenging scene when she like gets thrown off a three. It's got to be 300 feet at least. Like her spine has got to be broken. Like I figure she's dead from the fall. But it's a fantasy, and it's a revenge fan. And like we have to like say like none of the shit. Like people getting shot are not getting up and walking around. People are getting like the way she's taking peyote as an anesthesia. That's not going to help you do surgery on yourself, man. That's going to make everything worse. But it's all like very. Oh, hi JC, are you back?
Hi. Yeah.
I was just filling people in where you were on the plot points, but we were talking about the fact that she survived that fall right onto the tree, and I said, but because it's a revenge fantasy, of course, like all the things, like all the people getting shot would stay down. You don't like get up and keep like fighting if you've been shot in the fucking belly or the leg or anything, right?
So I don't know if you've ever heard the term of magical realism.
Yes.
Magic realism. That's what this film is.
Mesoamerican.
And that's what this film is kind of playing on, is like the archetypal, what's it called? Hero's journey. And you know, sometimes plot elements just have to fall away for this story to be told. You know, you wouldn't have a movie. But I don't think it's a bad thing in this case.
Talk about plot armor. Tell us about plot armor in this movie.
Plot armor is things that happen for no reason to advance a story.
Okay,
but it's not
like
for
what
no
are the
reason.
things
It's
that
an emotional reason.
Things that happen for no reason?
Well, it's
otherwise, or like give me an example.
They're telling a story.
Yeah.
And they have to get from A to B to C, this and that, whatever.
Right.
So sometimes things don't make sense. Like that fall, she wouldn't survive that fall.
No,
that's crazy.
No.
Her setting that tree on fire, that's not how that works.
She would be burnt to death. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she's dead and this is all a fucking dream.
I wanted it to be that. That would have been amazing.
Well, it could be because the director isn't telling you that didn't
ending.
happen. The director could be like saying you can have that. Like maybe it is a dream and it's a fantasy.
They have a scope on a shotgun, which is.
Yeah, I know. She uses it like a shotgun.
Weird.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
She uses it like a sniper rifle.
Yeah, and she shoots that guy from far away, and it's like
very artistic. Crazy. It's like very like
there's a magical drug that means she can't feel pain at all.
Peyote, and I was telling Time that would make everything worse if you try to get
my
shot.
Biggest problem in this goddamn movie is when she has to close up the wound because obviously that makes sense. She uses a can and it brands her. That's not how that works.
I know that's not how it works. That's how you know this is all happening in a dream. This is all a dream.
It's a fantasy.
Stupid.
This is all fantasy. Yeah, but every slasher film is a fantasy. Like every slasher film is kind of a fantasy because all the things that happen in those things are ridiculous too. Like Michael Myers getting shot and like he keeps getting back. Right, it's like a magical realism.
Supernatural.
But maybe she became supernatural. She's in heaven now, and she's like replaying it or something.
Yeah,
like,
and the thing is,
the chance to make movies like that. It's artistic.
Yeah, and the thing is, the film tells you it's a fantasy out the get-go with the apple, and apple doesn't rot that quickly in a day. No, it doesn't go like that. It tells you out the gate that it's going for magical realism.
I didn't like they had to harm the ants and the spider. I don't understand why.
Those were AI CGI.
Are those stunts?
Paid.
Are they ant?
I don't know.
They're paid actors.
They cooked that one ant with blood droplets. That ant was chilling, and it's just like, and he's like, it's on his leg, and he's like,
that was CGI. That's the greatest CGI I've ever seen in my life.
No, it's real. I think that in Europe they're more comfortable with stuff like that.
When he pisses on a spider.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Drowned it.
That was
good.
Yeah,
good.
There's so many good, like, I feel like there's just so many good moments in this film, like when Stan, he realizes that his friend has died and has been killed by the girl, and he just like goes into his car and just like beats the shit out of the car, and it's like his reaction is just so.
I with that scene too.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why, Time?
This is when he like the body floats up, like he's going to take a leak in the morning. He's been hiding in the fucking Land Rover all night because he's a pussy at the end of the day, and that's what all rapists are. They're just fucking weak people.
See,
so he's hiding the whole time, and then the thing, she ended up, he bubbles up.
He breathes a sigh of relief when he radios and says, "I've got her," and he's like,
got her,
we don't have to worry about this anymore.
My issue with that, and of course this is going off of feelings based because I don't have any fucking firsthand knowledge of this, thank God. But I feel like if you're callous and evil enough to rape someone, seeing a dead body is not going to faze you.
I don't.
And the fact that he just I don't get about it.
But it's not really. But it's not the. But the thing is, it's not the dead body that is freaking out.
Oh, he started throwing up immediately.
Oh yeah. But like I'm more talking about when he
you gotta
like
imagine
starts
there's a
punching
stink with that body too when it floats up.
Yeah, the throwing up, I was like, come on, man.
But when he gets in the car and starts like fucking
going crazy,
like that's because he's a pussy. Like he's like, damn it, they're gonna find out. The world's
can't get
gonna
away
find
with
out.
it.
Yeah, exactly. And I just
the cast real quick. The cast? Okay. So I'm watching this movie, right? And for the first like 30 minutes, I don't like anybody in this cast at all.
Even Matilda left?
Except for the fact.
What about
and the reason I don't like them is because they all look. It's like an uncanny valley thing. They all look like other actors, and it's like they couldn't they couldn't get the main actors, so they got the B level or the next best thing, and it was throwing me off.
It's just the first movie.
So the main guy, the blonde guy,
he's her
politician.
He looks like Glenn Powell.
Who?
He does.
Who's
like
Glenn Powell?
He's this dude that they're trying to shove down everyone's throat now, and he's in every movie.
Okay.
Glenn Powell wasn't big at this
No,
time.
I'm saying he looks like him.
Right.
And then the guy that did the raping.
Thing.
Yeah, you don't like that guy.
Stan.
Rapist?
The rapist. He looks like what's his name? What's his name? Jeremy Strong from Secession.
I could kind of see like a fat
Just like him.
Strong.
It was
He has a weak
crazy.
chin. They both have weak chins.
And then the girl took me the longest to figure out, but I don't know if you guys ever seen Cloverfield.
I have seen Cloverfield,
yeah. The main girl in it, the one that they go to rescue, Odette Hannibal. I think it's what her name is.
Remember.
Yeah,
Oh.
it looks just like her.
Wow.
Interesting.
And it was throwing me off.
You mean Lizzie?
No.
Lizzie Kaplan? No,
not Lizzie.
Oh, Odette Yosman. I don't even remember her.
Yeah.
But that's crazy that you do. That's a good movie though.
That's a good
And
movie.
so you didn't like him?
It's just it was weird. It was like the entire time like
put
you
off.
guys feel familiar, but you're not those people.
Well, this is a low budget movie.
I
this is like a first. This is this is a low budget. Like this is like her first movie, so she probably had to get her friends, and like she was lucky to get an actress like that because she's been in a couple things.
Do you at least feel like the performances were pretty solid, especially Stan? I feel like Stan's performance was like he was just so.
He was super creepy. Yeah.
Yeah. What I loved at the start of the film was how they very intentionally show the different like the meaning of consent and the fact that when she's dancing with him, that's okay because she wants to and she's into it.
Yeah.
And then the next day she doesn't want to. That's the difference. Like that's all. That's it. And he doesn't get. And I feel like the very clear messaging on that is like very solid. It's good writing, I feel like, and just the way they play it is really solid. Do you know what I'm saying, Prag?
Yeah, and this is a reminder of how unsafe the world is to women when like if I'm around three guys I don't like, then I'm not too worried, but it's like she's in a really perilous situation, right? Because she's like there's a physical strength that they can just hold you there. And it's tough.
Just because a girl is into you one night and is dancing with you doesn't give you entitlement to her forever. That's not how it works. Like if she's not feeling it the next day, she's not feeling it the next day.
And it's just I think they played it really well. The creepiness of it.
You got to figure out why she liked you one night and why she didn't like you the next night. You got to figure that out.
He's communicating with her the next day, and she's telling him like she's not into it, and he's like keeps going and like uses that as
crazy
fuel.
way to like illustrate that point that you were talking about, where he's like, "Well, you liked me last night, now you don't," and then you talk about the height thing. I was like,
"Oh yeah, that was not the move for her. That was not
wait a minute.
No, but
she's
like,
shit.
She's just trying to find something.
No, I know.
She played it correct. The actor played it really correctly because a young person would, like a young, like 22, like she's trying to be around rich people.
But I didn't expect him to go that direction of like.
She's trying to be nice the whole time too. She's trying to like.
I was tall yesterday, but now I'm not. I didn't expect to go that direction.
Exactly.
I was surprised. I was like, "What the fuck?"
This is the thing with people who rape people. That's not the first time I'm sure that's happened.
Oh yeah,
and that's probably happened many times through his life and through power or privilege or
say you like blonde hair.
They get
say
away
you
with
like blonde hair.
So are we in the assumption time that you did not like this film, or
can we get to the? I mean,
I wouldn't say I didn't like it. It's just I have problems with it, and I have praise for it.
What do you think about the cinematography though, and the way it was shot, and the way the location? And I love the house that they had. I mean, I would love to have a house like that.
I think
anyone would,
right. And then it's like the helipad, and it's like very glamorous to begin with, and then it just slowly becomes more sinister and creepy. And like I like the first scene when they're like tossing the peyote around. You can tell that the two dudes that are with the main character, the male, are like idiots. Like they're just like weak idiots, and like that's your first foreshadowing that things might not go so well with these people because they like don't have a lot of heart to them.
Yeah,
I liked I liked a lot of the visuals of this movie and how it was shot and the colors and all that stuff you brought up. But there were a couple scenes that were too much for me. That just kind of seemed like it was like, look at this artistic thing I'm doing, and it was kind of gratuitous, and it stuck out.
Do you have do you have an example?
Yeah, one that I could think of is when the guy gets on the motorcycle and he drives back, and it's just a zoom in.
Like the zoom shot.
Yeah,
and
I thought that was
on him for
I thought that was stupid. Yeah,
I didn't think that was stupid.
There's a couple of shots that were like, "Oh, you went to art school? Okay, cool. This is a waste of time. This is so
It is art. literally art. But when you make a film, you're making art.
That made me go, oh, they spent all their budget on the visual side of it.
The visuals rather than the script. Is that like kind of what you mean?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't spend a lot on a script. Like a script is good or not good, no matter what.
It wasn't good.
But come on, I thought the script was pretty solid. But there
wasn't
a lot of dialogue.
It wasn't as good as the visuals for sure. I mean, it's not like there was some great lines that I want to repeat.
Yeah,
I mean, I like that. I think the actors made the most of it, and there's not a lot of this movie is like a silent movie too in the second half, and I think that maybe she cast it in a way that maybe they're not the best, most articulate sort of actors, but her expressions were great, and his, and just like
when she's tripping balls and her eyes are like this, and she's like she's branding herself, like obviously sealing the wound, which is not how
everything
it
looks so foreign to her too. You know, like when she was getting the fire, she's like,
she's tripping on peyote.
No, I know that, but she did a good job conveying that.
Yeah, she did a really good job.
I think she's a really great actress. What's her name again, please?
Matilda Lutz.
Yeah,
Matilda Lutz.
I mean, she's in an Italian movie on Netflix called Traditional Horror Movie or a old fashioned or something like that.
Classic horror movie, something like that.
Classic horror film. Yeah, I want to check that out.
Story. But they
classic horror story.
Classic horror story. Yeah. There was a part because she sears the front, right? Like she pulls the stick out and sears the front. But I was like, but she got stabbed through the back as well. So wouldn't she have to?
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah,
her spine would have snapped if you fall that far.
Yeah, I know. Like it's magical realism, but there's a funny that she gets up, right? She gets up, and she walks out, and then you see the back, and then it's all black. Clear.
Yeah.
No, it's clear. It's clear. The first time she gets up, and she sees her husband, and she's like, ah! And he shoots her in the head.
Yeah.
Her head explodes, and she wakes up. And then
she's in the thing,
yeah. When she finally gets out of the cage for real, it actually is black on the back like that.
Yeah, okay.
I actually did think about it, but I just thought it was funny
movie,
the first time.
And I think it was the visuals a lot, and then it was also the music.
Oh, yeah.
It gave me like video game vibes.
Yeah,
sure.
Not just that, but also like it feels like the first boss and then the second boss, and then you take out the final
escalation,
boss. In that way as well.
Yeah, the music I couldn't pinpoint it. It was almost like cyberpunk, but not. I don't know. It was hard.
It was like it was kind of. It actually kind of reminded me of the music from that trailer, the Neil Druckmann game that's coming out.
Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that kind of like synthwave sort of vibe. Yeah. And even the final sequence when they're running around in a circle, like chasing each other, felt like kind of Call of Duty to me.
Yeah,
in a way. But I really like that sequence where, like that one shot where he's searching the apartment for her. Like he's in the shower, like he goes and has a shower, and then he hears a noise, and he goes around, looks around the apartment. He goes all the way around. He does the full circle, and then he sits back down. And I like that gives you like immediately like the geography of the place, like you understand what the geography of the place is.
Do we know where they filmed this?
I have no idea.
It looks like New Mexico.
That's what I thought, New Mexico, yeah.
Like Taos or something. We'll just say Taos.
Albuquerque.
Yeah. I used to listen. We used to live in Albuquerque when I was 5 to 7 years old.
Like? What was that?
It was a weird place. It's just like a desolate place. It's like I remember a memory that I still remember is there was a spot like not far from the house, and it was just like a housing tract of suburban houses. But there was a field but it was like just like desert. But there was they were just dumping textbooks there, and there was just piles and piles. I don't know what it was like 1978 or some shit, and they were just I'm like, what's going on with these textbooks? And then when I woke up, we were in California.
Was it a situation like what they're doing in Florida at the moment?
My parents decided that the economy was so bad in New York, and my dad was an electrician who worked on sky rises, and there was just no work for like a couple of years. And he had the idea he was going to open a fast food restaurant in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And it did not fucking go. It did not work because it was near the university. And what happened was like people were breaking into the freezer and stealing the meat. And
damn,
and it's like they had no. it was just
that
like
restaurant.
and
Must spoil
it's
someone.
like if I could go back in time and say, Dad, it's like they already have like Jack in the Box, McDonald's. They don't need a new franchise called Jumbo Jack's in Albuquerque. And that he had a restaurant called Jumbo Jack's in Albuquerque for about a year, and they got cooked. And then he moved to California and went back to work as an electrician and did great from there on. It was a tough time for the family for sure. I was 4 years old, so 4 and 5.
When they made that documentary series about Albuquerque and that that drug dealer that made meth underneath
Breaking Bad?
Yeah, that one.
Bad,
Yeah. Did that bring you back?
Oh yeah, I love that show, and
that's probably one of the greatest shows of all time.
It's one of the most interesting places visually because it's like the same lighting from this film, but it's just like you usually be in the suburbs and there's trees and
residentials, and then just outside is desert. It's kind of like where I live.
And it was cold as fuck in the winter too. I remember that it was snowed in the winter, and it's like we got to get out of here. So it was good.
But yeah, I love that final sequence of the way the camera like goes around, and then the geography of the place, so what where the paintings mean that you're in the living room, and then he does that full search, and then she's just standing there behind the glass, like she's just snuck up on him somehow. It's great.
I love how she becomes a Navy SEAL trained fucking shotgun sniper after. That's how I know it's a dream, and she's probably dead. And this is like like her spirit or
final moment sort of thing.
Yeah, because it's just like obviously that person who essentially is probably an escort that they imported is probably not combat trained. Yeah, but I love that she, it's like the message is don't give up is the message to the audience, and you always had to fight, and this is just part of it. All women have to fight. That's one of the final lines, right?
You don't. What does he say? Like he's holding her up against the wall, and he says like you never.
All women have to put up a fight or something. Something like that, and then
And that's literally like it's like accidentally based. Like.
He's like, you're right. And guess what? I'm going to win this fight.
Yeah. What do we think about the cling wrap?
Again, it's just like
At first I thought he got aluminum foil, and I go, wow, what the hell is that going to do?
I mean, that probably could actually work, like to stop a bleed or something, but it's like,
but it doesn't work. Like he bleeds out, and that's when she realizes.
She finds out it's like you can't, and you walk, and like if you've been shot, just like every time you move, it's gonna hurt like crazy. It's like
Well, his whole fucking side is like just flapping. The skin just hanging out.
It's all happening in heaven. This story. This is all happening in a dream.
That scene, and then the scene where the dude stepped on the glass. And then, that was gross.
And she loves the close up of the visceral scene. Like she has the ants crawling through the wood, going through the woman.
When the fat guy is like eating the Dimitri is eating eating the picnic bar. It's like a close up, and she does a similar thing in The Substance with Dennis Quaid, where he's eating shrimp and it's so disgusting, dude. Just make Dennis Quaid look like the most disgusting dude.
I mean, she might be a better cinematographer than a director, but I don't know. Maybe, but does she use a cinematographer on this? I don't know. Let me find out.
Those two scenes, the ones I mentioned, I felt like those dragged on like way too long.
Which ones?
Yeah. The one where he stepped on the glass, and then he's pulling the thing on his glass. It's like, okay, whatever. But then he walks over to the car, and he's like trying to put his foot on the gas. And it's just like, and I'm just sitting there going, "Oh, it's crazy." Then I'm like, "Okay, that's crazy
for you guys.
It's still pretty
crazy."
This had a cinematographer from Belgium named Robert Havart.
Has he made anything else?
Bad Boys for Life, Revenge, and Snowfall, the FX show, Miss Marvel.
Ms. Marvel
won a couple MSOR awards for cinematography.
What whatever the case, it's beautiful.
So then I'm like, it's like, am I giving credit to the director for this? Because the parts I liked the most about this movie is the way it was shot. And now I'm like, maybe I'm just a fucking...
you do have to give it to the director because you look at the substance and it's the same kind of thing, right?
Yes, she definitely has a style, and you can tell that it's not like, it doesn't look like so different. Like, so yeah, I agree.
Another guy, Benjamin Cracoon did
Benjamin Raccoon.
Crachoon was the cinematography on The Substance. He did Promising Young Woman, which was Emerald Fennell's another revenge thriller. That was one I probably should mention is Promising Young Woman. That one was pretty good as well.
Yep.
I enjoyed
I
that.
love Hard Candy is a great revenge movie, which is about like a guy thinks he's inviting an underage woman to his apartment, and she ends up like turning the tables on him, which is really cool.
That's with,
you haven't seen that?
Elliot Page, yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay.
That's a good question. I saw it when it came out, but I don't recall who was in it. But I remember it was a really good movie. It was just like a man and a woman in the whole movie. It was just like two people. You could make it a play. It would make a great play, and that might be something to like convert to a play.
What were you going to say, Tom?
I wanted to finish my point before Pride cut me off.
Go time.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Go time.
When we were watching the thing, because Flame was watching it with me, when he's trying to push the gas, Flame goes, he has another foot. Use that foot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Why didn't they shoot the gas can? I was expecting her to shoot the gas can, and that would have been sick, and we would have been done. But no.
Big explosion. No, shoot him in the head.
But the other thing, too, that you kind of brought up, that scene where they're just chasing each other in the room towards the very end.
I love it.
That was fine, but it went on way too long.
Yeah,
really?
There were some draggy parts in the middle to the end that I did was not crazy about.
Oh, let's go the other way. And it was like,
I loved that whole sequence. I loved like how it ended up like playing out. He's like camera zoomed in on
the
him.
Start and the ending were fine. It was a little bit too long for my taste.
I feel like once the audience realizes that she survives, everyone's like, oh shit, this is a revenge movie. Obviously, it's called Revenge. And so we all know how it's going to end. And I would have been cute if she found a way to have a trick ending, or maybe not something so expected the way it ends, or maybe she kills them, but she doesn't make it, or like just a little wrinkle. Because I know they want the satisfaction, and like they have the final shot and you can hear the helicopter
coming,
turning around, and like, it's action star stuff. But it would been fun if there would have been like some more like wrinkles in it, or maybe the movie a little longer with more exposition about pre-meeting, like maybe just something a little more. But for a first film, she probably had a budget that was tight. She had to get to the brass tacks. So I think it's great for a debut movie.
Yeah, but the stuff I like, I think, is the fact that it's kind of awkward sometimes. Like the way she kills the first fat guy is really awkward. Like she doesn't really get a win. Dimitri. Yeah. She doesn't really get a win. It's like he's drowning her, and then like she happens to grab the knife, and like the way she stabs him is really awkward. And she kind of fucks up with the second guy as well. Like she's leaving a blood trail, and he's following it, and she kind of wins by by breaking the glass, which might not have worked. It just happened to, you know what I mean?
He just happened to wander to the right a little bit too much.
Yeah. It's just like, it's really awkward wins like that.
And then she shoots the dude as he's coming towards her and just casually steps past the car. And I'm like, I don't know if you're that fast.
I have another theory about this movie, that she did ayahuasca when she got it, and this whole thing is a fucking ayahuasca deconstruction of ego. Like maybe the whole accident didn't happen, maybe the rape didn't happen, maybe all that stuff is just her ego dissolving, and like she's being reborn mentally.
On the podcast and ask her.
Carly, come on the show, and I would love to talk to Matilda Lutz too about this.
What was I going to say though? Damn it, I had it and then I lost it. It happens.
I'll do that to you.
You know what I thought was going to happen? One specific scene towards the end when he made the call to, hey, come pick me up, whatever, be in a half hour, whatever. Yeah. And then he goes to take a shower. I know it wasn't a half hour long. It was like 2 minutes, whatever. But I thought when he was clearing the house and with the shotgun and checking, I thought he was going to turn the corner and the person that was supposed to pick him up was going to pop out and he's going to shoot him.
Shoot him?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, but for some reason I was expecting his wife to pick him up, and I was like, oh
not
shit!
Wife.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But,
that was wild.
I do like that Roberto's the reason she survived, right?
I would have loved
Yeah.
if Alf was the helicopter pilot and Alf showed up.
Alf.
Like, what's going on over here?
Why?
It's just like with a puppet.
What's going on over here?
Could you imagine if they had that at the end? You'd be like, "What the fuck is this movie?" And like Alf is here, and then like they don't ever explain it, and like Alf is like, "Well, I guess you got him," and he's driving the fucking helicopter
And
away,
instead
and
of
she,
the
and she
final
doesn't
scene
question it.
being her looking back,
That's what I would do.
Alf like this in a helicopter.
Yeah. And then the movie would have won the Oscar because then it's like diffy. Because like, did you see this fucking movie? There's Alf is in it. It's like you don't expect it, and then all of a sudden it's like Alf is coming out of the chopper.
Yeah,
and that's what I like to do because I want to surprise you.
Well, now it's making me think of when people always say like every movie would be better if everyone was the Muppets except the main character. Like if all the guys were Muppets, and when she kills them, it's not like blood. It's like feathers. Like like. It's like that's
random unexplained Muppet,
or
that'd be so funny.
Or a hand like gets blown off. He's pulling glass out of his like Muppet foot. And he's still in the.
See, it's making you happy though, right? You're thinking about it making you Big Bird pulling glass out of his giant bird foot.
We definitely need a Muppet cut.
Hyperventilating and like Snuffleupagus has got shot and like there's feathers everywhere.
Your neck up against the wall.
That's the kind of work I would love to do.
Women just have to keep fighting, or whatever he says.
But all you see
Miss Piggy would be the protagonist,
barely hanging out the corner, like
And then
Captain, get out of the shot. I'm trying.
Matilda's character is played by Miss Piggy.
No, Matilda's a person. Like everyone else.
She's the only
everyone
person.
else.
She's the only person.
I thought I was going to make the third fat guy the real person, the guy who's like eating the candy while the grape is going on, and he like takes off. That's the only human. The rest Muppets.
Musicon as well. It's, man, yeah.
Maybe the sequel.
So, how much time what time have you guys got on your little thing?
8:43.
No, I mean
42 minutes.
42 minutes, cool. So what I wanted to say, I want to talk about some other revenge films. Like, which ones are you guys' favorites? Because, I mean, I've already mentioned a few. Like, The Nightingale is probably my favorite.
I haven't seen it
of all time,
but I do want to see it. I have a list here. I mean, I Spit on Your Grave is a famous one. What is it? Hold on. Female revenge films. Wait, hold up.
I mean, Kill Bill.
Kill Bill,
of course.
Kill Bill's a banger. My dad doesn't like Kill Bill. Can you believe it?
Really?
Yeah.
Why? What is the reason? What's
he
the
just
argument?
thought it was too weird, I think. He thought it was too out there, too over the top.
What kind of movies does he like?
Pulp Fiction.
That was just as fucking weird because they have the spider caught a fly, and they have that whole. That's always Tarantino has that peppermint. That's another good. What else?
Peppermint?
What else we have?
It lists Gone Girl here as one, which I don't really think.
No.
Yeah.
Lady Vengeance.
She does not. What? She doesn't get a vengeance.
No, it doesn't.
She's awful.
Death Proof. Ellie 9 to
Death
5.
Proof is fantastic.
Okay.
Girls
Against Boys.
Would you consider Coraline a revenge film?
No.
Sort of. What?
I mean, maybe. I wouldn't say traditional horror or it's horror revenge, but
no.
You could
Columbiana for sure. I love Columbiana.
Here's what I think. I think Aliens is a revenge film.
Oh, I have one. Whatever Happened to Baby Jane? Have you ever seen that one?
No.
That's a slasher movie, revenge movie. You should check that one out, JC. It's from 1962.
What about Carrie? Carrie's a banger, dude. You seen Carrie?
Oh yeah, I read the book.
Have you seen Carrie, Tom?
Not seen Carrie.
Oh my god.
Let me read what this one is about.
I know what it is. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Betty Davis is an aging child star left to care for her wheelchair-bound sister Blanche, played by Joan Crawford, also a former child actress. Stuck living together in a mansion in Hollywood, Blanche plots to get even with Jane for the car crash that left her crippled years later. But Jane is desperate to keep Blanche imprisoned as she plans a new rise to fame and tries to hide Blanche's existence from doctors, visitors, and neighbors while she devises a way to get out of her sister. It's a crazy movie. 1962. Whatever Happened to Baby Jane?
Oh.
Betty Davis and Joan Crawford. It's a crazy movie.
There's a movie I just found. It's called Prevenge.
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 Pregnancy.
Yeah, it's Prevenge. It's Revenge with a P, and it is the plot follows a pregnant widow who is convinced her fetus is compelling her to embark on a killing spree as revenge for the death of her husband.
What the fuck?
Let's go.
That's not real.
It's a British comedy slasher film.
It's a comedy.
Is it rated well? Is it good?
I don't think so.
What's the RT?
I don't even think it has an RT.
Where's it available?
I don't know. Oh,
Sounds like a Netflix.
What about the first film we ever watched on this channel, Coherence? Would you consider that a revenge film?
no.
That's like a science fiction movie. That's just straight science fiction.
At the
right?
end, though, like when she's going through all the places trying to find her best life, and she kills.
I think revenge is a player in every movie. Like we talked about, I Saw the Devil.
On Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, no, I'm talking about female revenge films. But
Female,
I mean, we could
92% for like. Where's it? Where's that streaming?
I don't know.
All right.
If we're talking about like regular revenge films, like Old Boy is obviously like one of the
AMC.
Lady Vengeance. That's the sequel to Old Boy, right? That's
No.
It's not a sequel.
Lady Vengeance is a sequel to Mr. Vengeance.
right. It's in the trilogy.
It's
right.
It's on AMC Plus.
I don't have AMC Plus. Who has AMC Plus out here?
No,
there's so many. I'm like AMC. Just stop. Just
Prime, maybe. Yeah, Prime Video too.
See, the first Raid is not a revenge film, but the second one is. I watched the Raid 2 again recently. Have you guys seen the Raid 2? Yeah,
not recently, but I love. That's a great one. We watched the Raid on this channel. Maybe we watch the Raid 2.
You got to pick it, Prag, if you want to watch it.
Is it my pick next? Who's next week?
As guest and then pick.
Is it ABBA's coming on the first?
Yes. No. Yeah, ABBA Box.
Okay.
We got to sort
we're
out.
We're gonna watch the hentai movie.
Uratsuki Doji, Legend of the Overfiend. Yes.
Legend of the Overfiend. Everyone.
You excited to watch it?
So Flame's not watching that. Great, cut it.
She's an adult. It's you don't have to like. It's not that kind of movie like where it's just like you have to look at it like as an oddity. It's not like meant to titillate us.
And he's already admitted like how he feels about the film to me. So
who ABBA?
Yeah, ABBA. So
he's a psychopath.
We'll see. We'll see. I think it'll be interesting to discuss for sure. Oh, The Descent. Have you seen The Descent?
I have not seen The Descent.
That's a good one.
That is.
You haven't seen that?
I've heard it's not very good, but like visually, it's good.
I disagree. I think the film.
I liked it when it came out. It's about the West Virginia mining. They're trapped in a cave. Yeah, I would see that, and just like don't go in with any expectations, and just like take it for what it is. Because it's cool that they shot it in the fucking cave system. That's the cool part about that movie.
They go to a cave, and that's it. That's all I know.
But it's like imagine like making a movie in a fucking cave, bro. That's like another level, and it's an interesting movie too. I like that movie.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. Just looking at other. Trying to think what other revenge films. Your Next is really good. I'm a big fan of Adam Wingard. I love his stuff. I would call. Lance hates this movie, but I'd call Sleepaway Camp a revenge film. If you know the ending.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Have you? But you've seen Sleepaway Camp.
What's going on?
Prag.
Probably a long time ago. It's like I don't really look out for slasher. That's like not my genre.
That's my
but
genre.
I respect it, and I do like a lot of them. And it's just not like I'm not looking for it. So it's like there's the one I really like. I think it's called like Night Shift or something like that. It's about a hospital. It's like this giant hospital serial killer movie, and he's like chasing people. I remember seeing that when I was like 11 or 12. That movie scared me. I like a slasher movie that can scare me. I like a horror movie. I want to be scared from a horror movie. I want to fall in love with a love movie. I want to laugh at a comedy. I don't like,
Not a mix. Not much of a mix, man.
What do you mean, a mix?
Yeah, you don't like a mix of the two genres? Like if
I like a mix of the genres, but I want to feel the feeling that they're trying to put over.
Guys, The Northman.
Oh, I love that.
That's based on
Robert Englund. Is that who did that one?
No. Robert Eggers.
Eggers, yeah.
Eggers.
I don't know where Englund came from.
England is Robert Englund is the
That's
guy.
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger, yes. Completely different guy.
You said The Northman?
Have you seen The Northman?
Yeah.
That's a female revenge movie?
No, just revenge
no.
film.
It's straight revenge.
I've heard it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
It's fun.
It's
if you
it's
like
basically
Vikings,
it's basically a remake of The Lion King.
it's what
No,
the
no,
Northman.
well,
The Northman's a
here's
true
what I'd
story.
say.
I mean, that's
It's
a
Wait a
real
minute.
story.
it's
Like that's
based
a
on the myth of Hamlet, which is what
right.
Hamlet was based on, which is what The Lion King is based on.
Really? I didn't
That's
know
all
that.
I was saying. I was making
I
a
mean,
joke.
they took a great effort with the Northman to take the original story narrative and
Yeah.
keep it. So it's like it's a very traditional. It's kind of like Beowulf. You know, it's a very
Mm.
ancient
I saw the
story.
devil.
It's
That's a
good.
revenge movie.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
And
it
the,
is.
the
It
price
is.
of revenge, because I think that Asian cinema talks about the price of revenge a lot more.
Mm.
Like they would go into what happens to Matilda after she got home and all the destruction that this wrought on her psyche. And like they really go into that over there. And I appreciate
There
that.
was a recent film by Dev Patel. Are we Dev heads over here? We
No.
I
Dev
mean, not
Patel heads?
necessarily. I don't
No?
dislike him.
I think
Anyway,
I've seen a movie with him.
he directed his first film recently called Monkey Man, which was
Oh, yeah. I have to see it.
fucking fantastic. That was a revenge film as well. That was really, really good.
That's on Netflix too, right? Or something? I feel
I
like
don't
I've seen
know.
that available. All right.
I'm not sure if it's on Netflix, but I'll have a
Yeah,
look.
that's on my for sure to watch.
That it's heavily inspired by The Raid. You can tell that Dev Patel has a lot of like what's the word, love for those films, and tried to imbue his own kind of spin on that kind of martial arts.
I love that.
Yeah, it's really, really good revenge film.
The Crow. That's a revenge movie.
I haven't seen The Crow. I
Yeah,
keep hearing it's
The
good.
The old one, not the new one. The old one.
Oh, it's just
The old
over.
one, yeah.
It's like
The old
that's one of the
yeah,
movies
yeah.
that's been sold so
original.
hard that when you finally see it, you can never live up to the expectation.
Is it?
Really?
Oh, no. Wow.
I saw it when I was a kid, so I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so
It was
I don't know.
fine, but people
It's good.
got crazy for it.
It's
I don't
not
know.
like a legendary movie like people make it out to be, but it's good.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's a lot like, and I appreciate it. I would have loved it a lot more if I didn't hear anything about it and I saw
Yeah.
it right off walking into a matinee, which is like how we used to watch movies.
What-
It's just
Yeah.
like you have no idea what you're going to see, and I
What
like that.
movie for you was hyped up so much, and then you watched it, and you're like, "This is not what I thought it
So
was."
many. Any blockbuster, any summer movie, any fucking thing with trailers, too many trailers or commercials.
Well, like, are you talking about hype after the movie came out, or just like before the movie came out? Like,
After,
Because
so like
after,
essentially
okay.
like word of mouth, and then you eventually saw
right.
it. Yeah.
Because I was going to say Suicide Squad because I thought the trailers for that looked great, and then the movie was
Which one?
one of the
The
worst.
James
things.
Gunn one?
No,
The
the
remake?
one before.
I
the
thought
original.
the
that was
original?
like shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved the trailers for that movie. The movie was god awful.
Yeah, it was a bad movie.
It was bad.
What was I gonna say? I'm trying to think. Like one of the films that everyone loves is The Tree of Life by Terrence Malick, and I can't stand that film. I thought that film was boring and pretentious, and
The
just
Tree
like,
of Life.
Yeah, The Tree of
James,
Life.
I mean, Malik is just going to show you fucking, you know, the streams I do with the light layers and just like layering things. That's what he does, like
I
in
felt
film,
that,
right?
like that film felt
It's a
like
very-
surface. Yeah, like that film felt like the most surface level movie.
He's made some bangers though, right?
He has made some good stuff. I've heard. I haven't seen any. Like I haven't seen anything else of him. But I want to see The New World, which is about Pocahontas.
Oh yeah, I love that movie. That's
Is
one
it
of my
good?
favorite movies.
Is it
New
good?
World?
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that movie. I really love that movie.
And he had a recent one called a hidden. It's a hidden place or a hidden. I think it's a hidden place, and that was set in like World War II. A Hidden Life. That's right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, and that movie looked incredible. Like the way that movie was shot, like really interested me. But I'm trying to think. Like The Tree of Life is one of them, but
See, that's the kind of movie I would like though. Because I just like looking at the visuals sometimes, and
it
like
just
I
doesn't
can.
mean anything.
I know
That's
there's
the
no narrative, and
problem.
it's just very like a dream, and it's like he'll do stuff like that. But the way he does that stuff that works is in The New World, where he blends that because you know you're experiencing a place in North America they've never been to, and so and then the way the indigenous population relates to nature and stuff. It's really good. It's really good. I really stand by that as one of my faves.
Let me. Just trying to think. I have like, I mean, it's kind of hard for me to say it because, like, Lost in Translation. That's the one.
We talked
You don't
about
like
this the other
Lost in
day.
Translation.
Yeah, we did talk about this. That's the one that everyone hypes up, and I just cannot.
And you don't like
stand
it because
that
why?
movie. It just like the way that they depict Japan in that movie is
Uh-huh.
just so insensitive to me. Like
I just see it.
I can't stand the way like
I have to see it again.
you're trying to fall in love with these two characters that
I like the characters for sure.
but I just get so distracted with the way that Japan is depicted in that film, the way Tokyo is depicted in that film. It's just so stereotypical, and it's hard to.
Well, it's part of the time frame it was made in too, right? Because
and the ending is like so anti what the film was trying to say as well. Like I feel like it completely deconstructs itself. Like
I have to watch it again.
Like the film feels like it's saying something that's really meaningful, and then they undercut it with the ending, and the ending makes you go, "Wait, was the film really saying that at all, or was it really
that one of Scarlett Johansson's first films, or one of her breakout roles?
It's a breakout role.
Yeah.
I feel like
She's
was
great
such.
in it. Bill Murray's great.
Right, it's like people were like spellbound by her to a certain degree in that movie, and like they, and the visual style was interesting, and like people just love Bill Murray, and so they gave a lot of like, and then Sofia Coppola directed it, so they're like,
and she's
okay, I'm gonna give it, and so. I like the ad for Saucony time. I like when he's doing the whiskey ads. I think that's really funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's just like I don't know. It's part of the time frame it comes from, right? When did that come out? Like 2000?
They're trying to make it feel like they're living a vapid, empty life, because they're in Tokyo. But the way they depict that, it just comes across as really just insensitive.
I didn't detect all that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway, what was I going to say?
What's going on with Dark BMXers in the chat, though? Can we pay attention to that? He's saying, I'm going to say some real TOS stuff right now. Watch me. What does that mean?
I don't know.
What are you talking about, Time? I mean,
me? I'm not saying anything.
Dark.
Yeah, it's Time. It's Time's fault. No, you're responsible for Dark, and whatever he does, you're going to get punished. So, like,
I am not
control him.
I am not my brother's keeper. Do not put that on me.
Yeah, you are. Everybody
No.
is. I don't know who told you that, but that's definitely not how society works.
Mm-mm.
That's how society works.
Mm-mm.
Otherwise, we're just living in the woods.
What does he say? Flame is no tan adult. What?
Not an adult.
No, not an adult.
Flame is not an adult. I don't even know what that means. Is that an insult?
You're just gonna what?
I just got an ad on my own channel.
Oh heck yeah!
Dark, say it. Go ahead, say what you got to say. Don't say I'm going to do something. It's like, are you going to bark all day, little doggy? Or are you going to bite?
Wait, why is Time wild? What did he do?
I don't know. I just said she is an adult, and he said that's crazy.
When's the next karaoke stream, Dark? Because I want to pick my songbook. I want to get more careful with my selections.
I have to whittle it down to 2 songs.
We're going to start running out of songs soon. That's when it gets scary.
We don't have too many people on it.
We don't have too many people. More the merrier.
Oh, that's too much.
The other film that I could not stand. The other film that I could not stand when it came out and everyone loved was A Star Is Born. With
Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
Oh,
yeah,
I love all of the versions of A Star Is Born.
I couldn't stand the new one. I just found it so vapid and empty.
I liked it.
I felt like there was nothing to it. Like,
you didn't like Andrew Dice and the fucking as Gaga's dad. I thought that was a good performance.
Sam Elliott? You talking about Sam Elliott?
Andrew Dice Clay plays her dad.
I thought Sam Elliott was it. Oh no. Sam Elliott plays.
Oh, that's the old.
But he's barely in the movie, and he got an Oscar nomination for it. He wasn't even good in the scenes.
Performance. I don't care how long you're in the movie if you have a good performance. He
wasn't good in the scenes he was in. He just like
who? Clay?
No, Sam Elliott.
Oh, not Sam Elliott. Oh, I thought. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, you know how
like
Oscars work. They're nominating you for your lifetime achievement essentially, and they find a movie that they can nominate you for, but it's really like
unless it's
they're
Emilia
always
Perez.
playing catch up with the Oscars. So
Emilia Perez, I have no explanations for. I don't get what's going on with that movie. First time that director's being nominated.
He hasn't made anything else. Or he has?
Well, he's made other stuff, but never been nominated for an Oscar. Like, it's not a lifetime achievement thing.
Yeah,
it's just bizarre how that film has gotten
politics.
It has
a lot of money in politics too. Sometimes the right movie wins. Sometimes the great performance wins.
even if they're doing like, oh, it's talking about trans people. I mean, my brother's trans. I love the trans community. There's been better films that came out this year about that. Like, I saw the TV Glow. That was a fantastic film about that. Like, you don't need to give it to Amelia Perez just because it talks about it. You know what I mean?
That's on HBO Max too. I saw the TV Glow.
Yeah, it's a really good
film.
People
haven't seen it. It's a good
really
movie.
Good. Did you watch it, Prag?
Yeah.
Yeah, really interesting film. Not like it was considered a horror film, but it wasn't very horror-y. It was more.
It's just like unnerving. It's very It's just like, I love the aesthetic, and it's a creepy vibe, but it's not on the surface what you think. And
Justice Smith is just so good in it.
I like people taking chances, man, in movies. I like I've seen so many movies. Like, I want you to try something that you have, even if it's a genre that's been played out so many times. Like, yeah, throw Alf as the helicopter operator in the end, and like, fuck it. It's like, we're gonna do magical realism. Let's fucking do magical realism.
Listen, they did make the Happy Time Murders. We know how good that movie is.
I haven't seen it.
They tried something there.
I just like it when they sprinkle it. But it's like, it's a seasoning. It's not necessarily always the main course, and it just like throws people for a fucking loop.
You
know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's
Do you want to score this movie?
So there's this ad. Yeah, I'd like to score this movie. I'll talk about that ad afterwards.
Go ahead.
Score this movie. I really like this film. I liked it when I saw it. I think it's better than The Substance.
Yeah.
And it's not one of my favorite films of all time, but it's decent. I'd give it an 80. Like, it's an 80 for me. Yeah. I'd recommend seeing it if you like really attractive women killing really fucking stupid dudes.
Really attractive woman. There's only one
woman. One woman. Killing fucking idiots. And I'd recommend it wholeheartedly.
Am I supposed to go second?
Yeah.
I like this movie. I like the way it looks. I was interested the whole time. I didn't like check my email, That happened once, but there was a karaoke stream, so I should be fucking allowed to like make it. So I stopped like 30 minutes in, but then I just happened to like check, and then it was cool.
I was like,
but I watched it today. I started, and then for whatever reason, I got up to like get water, and then I checked something. Like, I wanted to check something, and then I saw, blah blah blah. So then I watched it today, and it was great. So I think it's like a 70, and that's not a bad score. I think that's a good score, and it's like, I would just have liked some more, just a little bit more fucking tricks up the sleeve, a little more cleverness, a little just a cute like.
I think it played it too safe.
Yeah, because it's like, once we established, okay, we're going to go do a revenge thing, we're just going to get to the end. It was like a race to the end, and it wasn't like, I love it like you think you're going down a road, and then all of a sudden you take a fucking right turn or a left turn, or that's what makes a difference between a film that people like and a film that becomes one of your favorites.
Well, yeah,
that it has that shock and surprise box in it, like opening a FIFA pack or something.
But the thing I liked about it was like, how is she going to do it? Like, how is she going to? That's the part that I like, is how is.
And I would recommend the movie for sure to people. Absolutely, I would definitely say this is a good movie. 70.
Good. Time.
I think I'm moving towards 70 also.
Okay, that's good. That's a good mugshot right there. That's a good headshot.
Her bad hair is how I know she's a fucking hooker, which is not an insult. But her fucking terrible dye job is how I know, you know what I'm saying? Which is not a bad thing, and that doesn't mean you get to do what you want. It's like, it gives her more power.
It's Tangerine vibes, right? Tangerine vibes.
Yeah. I would say I lean more on liking it than not liking it, but I still do have my problems with it. I think there were some scenes that went on way too long. I think the plot is okay.
Yeah.
How the dialogue is kind of dumb, but I mean, it's just whatever.
It's a great watch party movie.
Oh yeah.
The stuff I had a problem with, it doesn't ruin the movie. It just doesn't help it.
Yeah.
So.
And the reason
And I'd recommend watch it. Yeah.
Okay.
The only reason I talked about it is just because how much hype the Substance had been getting. I was like, well, we should probably talk about her first film, which not a lot of people talk
I do want
about.
to watch
Like,
that.
Oh, I'm glad you recommended this.
yeah. Next week we I wanted to talk about this.
Oh,
so
the ad.
Yeah. I hope you don't get offended by this. Time. So this is an ad from my hometown.
Is he a baby? You can't see stuff now?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So this is an ad from my hometown that I want to put in the background of like all my movies.
Is it the Mexican one again?
It's the Mexican one. Yes, we're doing.
I've seen this one.
This is so problematic, and I thought you were a progressive leader in the
This
community,
one.
JC.
This is wild.
You know, we're trying to heal.
It's not like it's not insulting or offensive. It's just like
Why are they doing this? Yeah.
While you're
what is
looking it up,
happening?
I want to shout out Ababox, our next contestant. Because one of the things that Ababox does
Our next
in his
victim.
community is he has wonderful watch parties of Hong Kong cinema late night. So if you're ever in the Discords, it's a great community. We have a lot of fun. It's very funny. You know, it's like people talking about the movies. And check out Ababox's late night Hong Kong film festival that's been ongoing for a couple months now. And he's going to be on this next week. I have to remind him tonight too. Okay.
So as a child, this ad was on my screen constantly.
This shit is wild.
Over and over and over again. On my screen.
Have I seen this? I don't think I've seen it. I'm ready.
This is for a store in Kalgoorlie, Boulder. They do like not carpentry, but they do like carpets and furniture and
upholstery.
Upholstery. Yeah.
I remember the gringo who came to town. He walked
Peter.
straight up to Pedro, cast his eyes on that ancient swag, and made him a new one. And Alfonso's car, with those seats, he fixed them. And Maria's chairs, what a man! Even Manuel, he wanted a van to sleep in. He got one. Then he was gone. What kind of a man would perform such deeds?
It's the voice that gets me.
I don't. The only thing is like,
what is that about? Yeah.
It's because it's called Fiesta Canvas. The Fiesta is the only reason that ties it to anything Mexican.
Yeah,
it makes
right.
no
It's just
sense.
a Giorgio Leone Western.
It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, and the voice is crazy.
But they shot that. Like they put the effort.
It's
to
not
shoot
racist. It's not
What's
even
that?
funny.
Hey, mister, do you want some
like,
salsa for your RV?
It's just like,
it's crazy.
What are we doing here?
But you can tell it's not a Mexican doing the voice. Like that's the part that's hilarious.
No, really? A Mexican Australian.
Couldn't get Pedro Pascal in there, huh?
No, I couldn't.
Ooh, before we go, also, I wanted to ask you guys if I can be allowed to make some emotes for our channel because I think we need some emotes.
I'd love you to. Do you know how to log in?
Oh, God damn it.
I'm going to live stream it. No, but I want you guys to be involved in the process. Remember when I made the otter with the Dodgers cap?
Yeah.
Remember that? And the three things. I want to turn those into emotes, and like we can work together and like collab to make
There's an otter with a Dodgers cap? I didn't see that.
Yeah, remember, like that. If you look in our Discord, it was like early on. I made like 3 animals of each of us.
Oh,
versions of us.
No.
And like, there's like, I don't know. It was funny. So I want to make like stuff like that, and I can do that live on stream.
As per usual,
I need
all
to
the
be
logging
more
stuff is
involved with you guys
pinned
throughout
in
the
the
week.
thing.
Well, we can have a stream where I just show everyone how to make emotes, and then you know what you take away from that? You'll have the power to make as many emotes as you want because I've unlocked emotes, and like I can make 1 billion now original. And it's not even just AI, because then you take it to MS Paint or you take it to art.net and you put your own snizzle on it and your own version of it. So, but it does help with AI to get what you specifically want. And if you can't hand draw it, then it's a good place to start. So, I want to start showing people how to make things on here, and I think that's a fun way to do it.
I love it, Prag.
And then there's another thing. I think.
Yeah.
Is there? I don't know. I thought there was another thing I wanted to bring up with the community, but I forgot.
So next week,
Lance from Saints is going to be on Your Dad Might Like This on Sunday. So
awesome.
If you guys are interested in that. And we're going to review a record. I think I'm going to play the first Mars Volta album for him. And
that's a good album. That's
like that album.
I love that album.
No, the last one, the Comatorium.
With
Fleet on bass for the whole thing, and John Teodor on drums. That's one of my favorites, and it's going to make Lance upset. So I
he's going to hate it. So next week we got Ababox. He's coming on. We're going to be doing Uratsuki Doji, Legend of the Overfiend, 1989. Very infamous.
Ooh, that's the other thing. Can we get an unrated version for me to watch in the fucking Discord? Maybe we can just do a watch party, and then we don't have to watch it by ourselves because that's just weird. Because otherwise, I have to watch the YouTube cut version because I don't know. I can't use.
I'll find a version for you, and then I'll
my guy.
I'll put it on like Google
I want
Drive.
to see I want to see the uncut version. I want to, if I'm going to review it, we're going to fucking review it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to cuddle you while we watch it. And I want to play with your arms and just like whisper things like, "Oh, what do you think about that octopus?"
All right, I've got to go, guys. Thank you so much.
That's what I do.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been a pleasure, as always. You have a good night, boys.
Thank you.
I'm going to try and...